Hello friends, so we're going to be solving for x in this question. So let's start by writing down our solution. Writing down our question, we have 3 to the power of x equal 36 divided by 3 to the power of x. So if this is what we have, this is the same thing as writing over 1 such that we cross multiply. So this times this and this times this. So now 3 to the power of x times 3 to the power of x equal 36. And remember, when we have the same basis and we are multiplying, we sum up our powers. That is, pick one of the base and add the power. So x plus x is 2x equal 36. So this is what we are having. But remember, we can write it as 3 to the power of 2x equal 36 is the same thing as 2 times 2 times 3 times 3, because 2 times 2 is 4 and 4 times 3 times 3, which is 9. So 4 times 9 is going to give us 36. So if this is what we have, we can write this as 2 to the power of 2x equal 2 to the power of 2 times 3 to the power of 2. So if this is what we are having, we can apply log on both sides so that we have log 3 to the power of 2x equal, now log on this right hand side, 2 to the power of 2 times 3 to the power of 2. So if this is what we have, when we have log a times b is the same thing as log a plus b plus log b. So when we have log a times b is the same thing as log a plus log b. So if this is what we have here, so we'll apply it here so that we'll now have a log 3 to the power of 2x equal log 2 to the power of 2 plus log 3 to the power of 2. So this is what we have. But remember, when we have log a to the power of b is the same thing as b log a. So also applying this law here and the right hand side also, we'll now be having 2x log 3 equal 2 log 2 plus 2 log 3. That is bringing down the powers down to this side, and same also here. So if this is what we have, let's divide both sides by 2 log 3, 2 log 3, 2 log 3. So dividing all through by 2 log 3, 2 divides 2, log 3 divide log 3, and we are left with x equal, so 2 divide 2, we are left with log 2 divide log 2 divide log 3 plus 2 divides 2, log 3 divide log 3, so we are just left with 1. So this is what we have. And you recall that remember when we have log a dividing log b, that's the same thing as log a base b. Remember this law of logarithm? When we are dividing log a by log b, is the same thing as writing log a base b. So if this is what we have, our x is equal to 1 plus log 2 base 3. So this is the value of our x after applying this law here. So now let's see if we substitute this in the equation, if we will actually get our correct solution. So now substituting this value of x in this equation, let's see if it will satisfy this. So now 3 to the power of 1 plus log 2 base 3, is that going to be equal to 36 to the power of 3, 36, divided by 1 plus log 2 base 3. So we have substituted the value of our x here. So 3 to the power of the value of our x equals 36 divided by 3 to the power of the value of our x. So let's simplify this and see if we will get the right answer. So now what we are doing, we are actually checking. We are checking to see if it's correct. We are checking to see if this is correct by substituting this value of x in this. So now simplifying, when we have a to the power of n plus m is the same thing as a to the power of n times a to the power of m. So applying this law of indices both here and here, we will have it as 3 to the power of 1, which is 3, times 3 to the power of log 2 base 3. Will that be equals to 36 divided by 3? Same here. By applying this law here, also 3 times 3 to the power of log 2 base 3. So if this is what we have, so this is the law we applied to get this. So now, but remember, when we have log a to the power of log b base a is the same thing as b. Remember this law of logarithm. So when we have a to the power of log b base a is equals to b. So applying that here and here, we are going to have it as 3 times 3 to the power of log 2 base 3 is equal to 2. Will that be equal 36 divided by 3 times 2? Would this be equal? This is 6 equal 36 divided by 6, which is now 6 at the left hand side and 6 at the right hand side. So you can see after substituting it in the given equation, it satisfies that the left hand side equals the right hand side. Hence our x is equal to 1 plus log 2 base 3. So these are x value. Thank you for watching. Ensure you like and subscribe.